So what Gaea did, I wanted to say, was in terms of regional director, really impressive. You know, in ACN, out of all the people that promote in ACN every single month in North America, there's probably a lot of ETLs, a lot of CQs, but there might be 1 or 2 regional directors a month. It's a massive promotion. It doesn't happen accidentally. We're going to talk about tonight, and Gaea is going to share with you how she got there and how she accomplished that.
Yeah, so we wanted to personally say congratulations, Gaea. We're so excited to hear from you tonight. And so I just want to speak to all of us that are going to be listening, whether you're brand new, I guess, or people who've been in for a while. Make sure that as you're listening, there's going to be something that you learn, because none of us have done what she has accomplished. So as you're listening, if there's 1 or 2 things that you're like, hey, it might just be a little tweak, but doing that can give you a huge breakthrough or success in your business. We are so proud of you, Gaea, and we want to hopefully tonight, as you go through, don't be nervous, you're going to do so good, but we want you to understand how special and what you did. Like, you need to take time to be proud of yourself and really celebrate everything that you've done up to this point. It's huge, and you were inspiring people that you haven't even met yet, and you changed a lot of lives. So good job.
Tim and Sharon.
Again, just like Jordana and Gaea, we are so excited for tonight and so excited for what we're all going to learn from you. And when you build your ACN business, I think the things that we need to listen for is the why you build your business and who you build it for. It really goes good with the book that we're doing. And again, what you have accomplished is absolutely amazing, but there's a reason why you've done that, and that's what we're here to learn tonight, to celebrate the accomplishment, because it is totally amazing. But when we learn more about the person who Gaea is and her dedication to her family, to her goals, to the reason why she started ACN in the first place, I think we're all going to leave here just a little bit more excited about building our ACN business.
And we're so happy for you, Gaea, and I love how you post your little pictures. You make a game plan, you set goals, and you take action, and you follow up, and you print that, and you send it to the group thread, which is awesome, and everybody can see what you're doing. And that's the 5 steps of Think and Grow Rich. So you're doing awesome, young lady.
So Gaea,
hey everyone, can you guys hear me?
I can. We can hear you fantastic. I want to thank you for coming on the webinar. Before we get started, before I ask you a couple questions and you share some good tips, I want you to hear from some other people as well. So one moment here.
Okay. I'm sorry, I won't be able to show my face right now. I'm so not ready for this.
No problem. That's okay. Baby steps.
One day at a time, right?
Here's somebody from your upline, Mike Pearson.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Hey, Gaea, congratulations on your promotion to regional director. It's absolutely amazing to see what you've been able to do and to achieve that level largely through customer acquisition, through personal customer acquisition, is just such an inspiration to everyone to go out there and get some more customers and, strive for that 200 customer point mark to really maximize the compensation plan. And it just shows that, you can be extremely successful in this business by acquiring customers and, teaching other people how to do the same thing. So great job on it. Really proud of you and congratulations.
Thank you so much, you guys. I would like to thank Sharon and Tim.
Hold on, Gaea. Before we keep going, there's so many people that want to congratulate you. Give me a second here. We got Greg and Nancy Hilker. They're also in your upline as well. They just want to say a few words.
Hey folks, it's Greg and Nancy Hilker, and we're here to congratulate our IBO up in Fort McMurray, Gaea Galito, on her congratulations for her recent promotion to regional director.
Hey Gaea, girls rock, and you have just done us all great justice. Regional for June 1st, which is absolutely fantastic.
The Queen of Zoom.
Congratulations, Gaea.
Atta girl.
Yay, thank you so much,
I'd like to share with you how we met Gaea and how she became an IBO with our team. Nancy and I happened to be going to an international convention in February a few years back, and we were at the Edmonton International Airport, and this gentleman named Chris Reeder, who happens to be an IBO up in Fort McMurray, came to me and saw my ACN lapel pin on my sport coat and asked me all about ACN because he used to be in ACN 20 years ago. And he just was doing long distance and telephone services at that time and didn't have the time and left. But now I told him a little bit of what was going on with Zoom Energy and Vivint. And he got in touch with me about a week later. He signed up, became an IBO. And not a short time later, he introduced Gaea Galito, who became an IBO on his team. And when I talked to Gaea about Zoom Energy, she said she was going to rock this business. And obviously she has, because now she's a regional director on our team. We're so proud of her.
Way to go, Gaea.
Thanks, Greg
So
and Nancy.
Hey, and this guy, you've seen Chris. He's a good friend of yours. Chris, here's your video.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah, congratulations on behalf
Thank
of
you.
Laura and
I
Jamie
did
and myself.
it.
We're so happy for you and your family. It's so well deserved, and it couldn't have gone to a better person. You've worked so hard for this, and we're so excited to have been able to get to know you and work with you over the past few years. And we're looking forward to the many exciting things ahead and the road ahead. We know this is just the beginning of your journey with ACN, and it's one of those situations where who's luckier, you to have met ACN or ACN to have met you. And we know that ever since we met you, that you're somebody that we wanted to work with, and you've certainly kicked my butt. And there's only two words to describe you, and that is hustle and unstoppable. Congratulations, Gaea, from us all.
Oh, thanks, Chris. Thanks for introducing me, by the way.
Once again, Tim and Sharon.
Congratulations, Gaea, Regional Director. You had set a goal that you were going to be Regional Director by your birthday, and you did it a whole month early. So we are absolutely so proud of you. And this little trophy that says Gaea Galeta, Queen of Zoom, Regional Director 2021 is on your way to Fort McMurray. So proud of what you've accomplished with you and your husband, Chris, and your little son, Zeus. Zeus has been such an important part of what you do. And we just could not be more proud of you and so excited for you. You are leading by example. You are making a difference. And we're just so grateful that you can be part of our lives. So congratulations, Gaea. We're just so excited for everything that you've accomplished.
Gaea, that's awesome. Like we say, we're so proud of you, your hard work, and you're virtually by yourself up there going hard. You got your team going. You're a great leader. I love how you set your goals and you hit them. That's awesome. 422 points. That is awesome, lady. You're doing so great up there. And regional director, check out that pay scale, what you're going to be making, $200 a pop as you sign up IBOs.
And get them customer qualified and great customer gatherers just like you are. You really exemplify what we are. ACN is a customer acquisition company. Gaea, you are absolutely incredible customer acquisition.
The queen of Fort McMurray, the queen of Zoom. Good job, young lady.
And we're so excited to actually see you in person. So anyways, congratulations, Gaea. What an incredible accomplishment.
Good job.
Thank you all.
So if you didn't see Gaea's social media, she posted these awesome pictures of Zeus to her Facebook, her son, and he was opening some of the gifts that got sent to
Thank you,
Gaea.
ACN, for my present. I love you, and I miss you.
So he's an adorable kid.
Yes, he knows wherever we go, he goes like, ACN, Miss GK, Zeus speaking. Do we have customers? So
That's awesome.
He's definitely part of ACN for sure. Yeah. I'm trying to get him involved all the time. So like, this is one of the reasons why I work harder. So when he grew up, he'll take over ACN with me.
Well, he's got a good example to follow. I want everybody on the chat here to do something for me. Number one, Chris. Number two, everybody else, including Chris. So first of all, hop on the chat. Can we all congratulate Gaea for her accomplishments? So just jump on the chat, type something nice for Gaea. And Chris, what I want you to do is you shared something with Sharon, a little bit about Gaea's method of operation, how she's a community leader and likes to help other people. While everybody's chatting on the thread, Gaea, I want you to read those and listen to Chris.
So can you hear me okay?
Yeah, hear you
Perfect.
great.
Awesome. So one thing about Gaea is that she is always helping and doing things for others. Whether it's babysitting somebody's kid, giving somebody a ride, when you're talking to her or you need a recommendation for something, she is always somebody's first call. She's always our first call. And you know, you ask her and she's got 2 or 3 recommendations, whether she's helping a person find someone, a contractor. It helps both. You feel that you're able to trust the person, but also it helps that other person, their business financially. And one of her customers, a restaurant who is obviously a new restaurant that's struggling during the economy and COVID, there's probably, I checked, she probably has posted 200 posts in the last 3 months for them, literally daily, if not 2-3 times a day, featuring their lunch and dinner specials, their delivery service. Very interesting. Before they were her customer, she called me up, go down there, and they hadn't even opened yet, to check out their Wi-Fi, to check out something else. So here we are, we're doing that. Oh, they need some outdoor lights. Well, her husband's an electrician. So, hey, I'll have him come and take a look too. So opening night comes, and guess who they hosted for their opening night? And a short time later, guess who became Gaea's customer? Now, I swear that she keeps half the restaurants in Fort McMurray in business. So they're always supporting them. You know, Chris probably can't give up his day job yet to keep that trend going, but it's coming. When it comes to social media, literally 50 to 100 posts a week, whether it's the Everything Goes groups, she is always, always, always posting, recommending people and businesses. Someone asked for a plumber, electrician, jeweler, manicurist, welder, babysitter, dog walker, renter, property manager, gardener. Guess who is always recommending? Of course, Gaea. Now, new businesses in town. Guess who is the very first to promote a new business in town and help them get off the ground? Gaea. Now, not that I read it, but there's a local woman applying for the Maxim magazine cover girl. And guess who is posting online, getting her votes, as many as possible? Gaea. Now, my wife and I have been saying for years that everyone loves Gaea and supports her because she is one of a kind. She is always tirelessly helping others, even at 2 a.m., replying to a post with a recommendation for somebody that needs a plumber, their pipes just burst. Well, we've all heard the funny expression and meme, don't be a Karen, but instead, most definitely, be a Gaea. Congrats, Gaea.
Oh, that was so
awesome.
nice of you.
That was good, Chris. Hey, now listen, Gaea, you've done something that no one on our team has ever done before. This is the first time this has happened, where somebody is promoted to regional director, hit that 600 customer point milestone, but they've done it by gathering 422 personal services. And that's and 364 of those are Zoom Energy customer points. So I want you guys to understand, you know, what Gaea has accomplished. You know, we've had people promote to regional director on our team. They've hit that 600 point milestone. Typically, it's a balance between personal customers and building a team of people. And for most people, it usually leans more towards building a team. But Gaea, you've done something that I think is really unique that we all need to remember. And that's that it's eliminated the excuse of, I don't know how to build a team. It's eliminated the excuse of, well, I'm not sure if I can go out there and have 100 people join my team. Yeah, you've been able to get to regional director. And so again, congratulations. Let's get into some questions. How about that?
Sounds good. I'm ready.
Okay, good. I'm glad. And thank you again for coming on the webinar with us. One of the first questions I want to have is getting to and acquiring customers. Chris alluded to a lot of the great ways that you acquire customers. Where did you learn how to do that? Where did you learn how to be such a community leader, such a giver? Who was an influence for you? Who is somebody that stood out to you and taught you a lot about that?
Well, my background was business. So I started having my own business in the mall. I used to have a clothing store, and some of my family members, we also have pizza place as well in Grand Prairie Mall. And that's how I started. And ever since, for me, it's been like, for me, it's about retail and anything I'm just business person, business minded. So for me, as soon as like I found ACN, I jumped in right away, and that's how I did it.
Well, there was one thing that I think is really interesting about that is that a lot of people come into ACN, they have no business background, and they've got to learn, Gaea, some of the things that you've learned at your clothing store, at your pizza store. Can you share with us maybe one story that stands out in your mind with one of your first businesses, like the clothing store or pizza store? I'm sure you learned on the go, you had some failures, you made some mistakes.
Yes,
Go ahead.
I definitely did made some mistake for the I tried pretty much everything. Like the clothing store, I kind of like failed, and I just want to just keep trying. And then so I get into the I was actually the supervisor of the lounge and restaurant as well. So I'm into like either retail business or restaurant business or anything that's with the customer service. So that's my main, actually, like I'm good at it, because like when it comes to like, I'm just a people person. And then so as soon as like I become a mother, I just feel something that I gotta do something for my family, and being a stay-home mom. And I was looking for something that I could grow on and I can make some extra money for my family. And since I found ACN, that was it for me. I'm like, you know what, ACN, I think this is it for me. I think I'm gonna go on this one.
I've got an interesting question for you based on your background. You with the experience you've had in clothing, with the pizza, with business, with customer service, what attracted you to ACN? Why didn't you start another traditional business, another brick and mortar store? Why did you go the direction of ACN?
First of all, I actually started on Ambit Energy, and that time I was like, you know what, I just want to learn something. And so I started with Ambit Energy, and it was electricity and gas. So I was actually one of the top consultant here in Fort McMurray. And I also do like referring people for like other business owners. So as soon as like I found Chris Ryder, and then he's like selling this Vivint electricity and gas, I was like, I gotta look into this. And I asked him like, how is this ACN all about? Like, is this like, do we need a lot of consultants under, to be able to make more money, or I should be able to like, gather a lot of customers to make more money? And he was like, well, you could make a lot of money if you're just gonna gather customers. You don't have to have somebody under you to be able to make more money on ACN. And then plus all the services that we paid, like electricity and gas, that we're already paying for that. All the utilities like internet, cable, phone, all that kind of stuff that, I can take advantage of, like home security. So that's one of the reason why I jumped into ACN right away. And I left, so I got two options actually that time, because I was also devoted to Ambit Energy. And one of my upline was like, well, you gotta choose. Either you wanna go ahead with ACN or you gotta choose Ambit Energy. And I was comparing both of them. And I'm like, you know what? I wanna give up my 500 customers to Ambit Energy, and I wanna jump into ACN because I got a lot of, lots of advantages with ACN. And then ever since, it has been very rewarding. It has been 2 years, and I just keep going and going.
I think, again, it's amazing that, you were with another company in our industry that sold energy just like ACN does. But I think one of the reasons why you joined ACN is the reason why I joined ACN. I think many other people, and it's that there's, black and white real value for the consumer, that they're actually, they're getting a great service. They're getting it at a competitive price. But on top of that, and just as important, there is real profit to be made as independent business owners gathering customers. And that not only do you you don't have to build a team, you can go out in there and get as many customers as you want. Speaking from somebody that's seen many companies in this industry, many of them focus on just building distribution and teams. But ECN has the best of both worlds. So you don't only have to go out and gather customers, and you don't only have to go out and build a team. You can do what you want, and you can still achieve your goals. And I think that's what you've proven, Gaea. I think it's something that I've never heard of anybody else in Canada doing what you have done. In my 8 years with ACN, I've never heard of it. So I think not only is it a great testament to ACN, but also your work ethic and your goal setting, which is what I want to talk about next. Where did you learn to goal set? Where did you learn to, and can you talk a little bit about your goal setting?
My goal setting is it's a lot actually, because for me, I just want to reach into getting just being successful, and also to be able to help my own family financially. And for me, having my own independence, I don't have to go to work and get ready and pay for a babysitter, while I can just stay home in my PJs and do the work 24/7. And for me, my customers comes first, and also I'm also open 24 hours just for them to give them the best customer service. So that's one of the reason why I'm very motivated for that. So I be able to serve my customers. So, the referrals and stuff like that, just to be, I don't know. That's pretty much what I could say.
One of the awesome things I wrote down, Gaea, was number one, your customer service. You say that you're open 24 hours. The beauty of ACN is, as a tradesperson, having 24-hour customer service as a tradesperson means you got to wake up, get dressed, get in a truck, get tools and supplies, drive to the job, do the job in the morning when it's freezing and it's dark and blah, blah, blah. Guys, what's amazing about ACN is 24-hour customer service. Do you want to know what that is? You ready for that? It's a text. How cool is that? It's so cool that it can be a quick phone call, a 5-second text message, and you can help a customer, you can solve an issue, you can answer a question. I mean, to be able to own a business and to be able to do something as simple as that, to maintain your customers, most traditional business owners would be beside themselves. So I think that's one thing. Second thing is you specifically with goal setting, you write a lot of stuff down. Can you share with us what you write down to keep your business on track and on track with your goals?
So for that, also with the bonuses every month, right? So I like the extra funds in my pocket, as that's more exciting for me. So I like to write all my customers, and I'll do follow up with all the prospect, and also what else? Yeah, pretty much I just write everything down, all my customers, and I just pretty much get so excited. And all the actually the Facebook is such a big help for me. Social media is such a big help for me, like the taggings and all these groups. It's I don't even have a business card yet. I also partner with realtors. A lot of I don't know, I just tried my best, I guess, to get to the point that I could get more customers and to be able to give them a customer service as well.
Now, I want to point out a couple things that Gaea said. First of all, she said she has a goal every month to hit a customer acquisition bonus. There's so many times in training where we've talked about getting your closest possible paycheck. What's your next closest paycheck? Is it a customer acquisition bonus? Is it getting qualified? Is it one new IBO joining your team and getting qualified? What's your closest paycheck? And then set a goal to hit that paycheck. I think one of the keys to your success, Gaea, is that yes, you had a big goal of regional director way over here. But in order to achieve that big goal, folks, she every single day, every week hits a customer acquisition bonus. She makes a paycheck. She gathers a customer, helps someone get qualified, and that moves her closer to her goal. And it's really what Napoleon Hill talks about in Think and Grow Rich, which we've read, and The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. But you've got to take a lot of these bigger goals. You got to break them down, and then you got to be consistent. We'll touch on that in a moment. She also said, partners with realtors. And, Chris did a great job. Thank you, Chris, talking about the extent of Gaea's involvement in the community, how she partners with other people and relentlessly helps others. I think when you're looking at your own progress in ACN, and if you're not progressing the way you want, it's easy to look at your results, feel down and discouraged by your progress. But if you're not focusing on helping others, if it's all about you, you're always inward focused and always discouraged with your results. Let me share with you a secret that Gaea just shared with all of us. Get your mind off of yourself, go help someone.
Yes.
And not go help them so you can make money, not go help them so they can be your customer. I'm talking about go be a leader in your community, go help others, go help a business. And here's what you will find out, that whatever you subscribe to, whether it's the Bible and seed time and harvest, whether it's karma, I don't care what, but there is a law of the universe where if you put other people first, when you lift other people up, when you make your life about enriching other people, you will be enriched yourself. You will be lifted up yourself. You will have help when you need it. There's a gentleman that survived the Holocaust. He wrote a book. He talks about how the key to his success was, instead of him focusing on where he was at in the concentration camp, he helped someone else in the camp. He helped someone else up. He helped someone else get fed. And it's what got him through. What got him through and what will get you to your goal is focusing on other people. I want to talk about social tagging and social media. This is just a digital extension of what Gaea does in the community in person. See, tagging businesses, asking other people, like she asked Chris to go support companies and go support businesses when they need help on social media, being the first to act, people notice. Let me ask you a question, all of you on this thread. Do you notice when someone likes your picture? Do you notice when someone comments on your picture? Let me ask you a second follow-up question. How do you feel? How does it make you feel? Even when somebody just does something as simple as liking your post.
Or comment, yes.
Yeah, or comment. Doesn't it make you feel good? And Gaea, understanding this, uses this to help others. And as a result, they naturally want to help her in any way they can. And, she helps them become Zoom Energy customers. Gaea, I'm getting so much. I hope all of you are getting a lot from this, because I'm getting so much from it. One direction I want you to go now, Gaea, is consistency. Because goal setting's great. Doing the work, like you're saying, is great. And some people do that. We've got people that goal set, and they're involved in their community, but it's intermittent. It's sometimes. It's 1 week on, 6 weeks off. So that's another key to your success in promoting to regional director. Can you talk about how do you stay consistent? How do you stay, what do you do to keep you motivated to keep moving your business forward? What motivates you? What keeps you consistent?
Well, what motivates me is definitely my son's future and my family's future. So I want to work hard now and play hard later. So that's my goal right now. And also, to be like, it's more like financially for my family as well, right? So I should be able to do something for our son. And yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. And we talk about the why on Monday night, on Saturdays. We talk about it on Monday nights. As a matter of fact, here's another plug. Entrepreneurial Roller Coaster. The first chapter, the first section is on love. And he talks about you got to love what you do. And listen, there's aspects of ACN that aren't enjoyable. They're not fun all the time, but you've got to find a why. You've got to find a central focus. You've got to find a reason to build this. For some people, it's so many different things. You know, for Gaea, it's her kids. For some parents, it's not their kids, right? For you, it might be helping other people. It might be personal development. For some people, it might be
Well,
residual
also
income.
actually helping a lot of people. Because you know what? Helping more people, I believe in like good karma. So I think it's one of the best to like to be able to like save their money, you know, on their electricity and gas bill or any other utilities, right? So that's one of the reasons that motivates me as well, because a lot of people or customers that they never check their bills, their rates, their other fees. So if you be able to help them save their money on their bills and send them some saving tips or anything that could help them save some money. And that's one that motivates me as well with ACN.
Now let's talk about savings tips. You know, you mentioned that briefly, Gaea. Can you expand on that a little bit? What do you mean by a savings tip?
So with my customer with electricity and gas with Zoom Energy, so what I did, I introduced myself as being consultant for Zoom Energy, and I send them all my informations, plan and rates, just private message them, and also ask them like, hey, if we be able to consult your current bill, and they'll send you the bill and compare. And some of the companies, they also have hidden fees, so there's a lot of learning, right? So a lot of us, probably some other IBOs probably didn't notice that there's also hidden fees with other companies. So that's one of the one of the ways how you save energy. And also I also send my customers saving tips, like just get in touch with them. If the rate's gonna go down or up and down, give them a call sometimes. So I stay connected with my customers even from 2 years ago.
When she and what Gaea is doing is a perfect form of follow-up. We train on follow-up on Saturdays, right? One of the things that we talk about too is touching base and staying in touch. And, you know, offering customer savings tips and offering them, you know, letting them know maybe when the rates change or when the rates are favorable. That is a fantastic way to, number one, offer value. She talked about getting a lot of meaning from building ACN by creating value and helping others. Number two, it's an easy way to follow up with the customer. What customer, who wouldn't want to hear if somebody that you were familiar with in your local area that you knew was an expert, who wouldn't want to hear ways to save money? I mean, if somebody said to you, hey, could I keep in touch with you and let you know when your bill can be cheaper and when you can save money, I'd be like, yeah, text me whenever you want. I hate keeping track of things like that. Second thing she does that I think is really important, you guys, she establishes herself as an expert. Did you hear Gaea's words, her tone? Gaea did not say, I maybe can, I think I might, I know someone who, I'm not totally sure, but I'll try. I listened to her language. Did you hear it? Here's what I heard. I heard, hi, I'm an expert consultant with Zoom Energy. I know everything. Let me tell you the rates. Let me give you answers. Guys, when you establish yourself like that, I'm not surprised people want to be your customer. So what does that take? Not a lot. It just takes showing up to the training, learning some skills and learning how to read a bill. Like Gaea said, she's learned how to read a bill, but she put in a little bit of time and effort to establish herself as an expert. Now, if you're new to ACN, you're a day old, don't get worried, don't get nervous. You don't have to go out there and read books on gas, electricity. You'll learn as you go, but you have to learn as you go. Learning's intentional. You have to do, like, right? It's not going to happen by osmosis. You can't just sit there and download it. You've got to put in the activity and the work to learn it. And that's what
there's
you're doing
a lot
tonight.
of learning. Yes. Learning,
I
definitely.
applaud all of you guys being on tonight's webinar, celebrating with Gaea, but more importantly, learning from Gaea. That's fantastic, Gaea. I want to ask you a question I think Sharon brought up that I thought was very insightful, that I think I overlooked it. You've entered into the system approximately 300, well, it sounds exactly 358 Zoom services. You've entered into the system. Have you ever experienced an issue, a roadblock, a problem? The website was down. Was there ever a bump in the road that you had to solve?
There's a lot, yes. I'm very open. So even tonight, let me tell you, before I jump into the so I just got back from the park. Well, being a mom, and I have a customer. So she's not actually my customer. She is a customer with Zoom Energy. And she also, I noticed her name and she keeps tagging on Facebook about how good is Zoom Energy. And you know what happened? She was calling me like, Gaea, I know I wasn't your customer, but I'm with Zoom Energy. But I'm freaking out right now because I got over 8,000 bill from Direct Energy. So what happens? So I'm just gonna let you guys know, just make sure, just be attentive for your customer when they sign up. There's actually 3 or 4 site IDs. So make sure the addresses are right, and get in touch with them. Make sure that they have the site ID, the right site ID. Because sometimes there's like old houses, there's 4 site ID in their house. So today they got 8,000 right now. They're getting disconnected right now. So I give her, I was actually spending time, like almost an hour with her, what to do and stuff like that. So I'm gonna send you guys, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the utility.net. There's actually the site ID in there. So there's one for gas and one for electricity. So that make sure that you do have site ID, because actually I feel sorry for this lady. She's getting cut off tomorrow. And so she's not even connected with Zoom Energy. And she's like, I'm gonna blast Facebook. I'm like, please do not, because I think what happened, so I just give her the best customer service I can. I just pretty much offered her. So what happened is, like, I said to her, do not blame Zoom Energy, because actually ATCO or the distribution just, it's maybe the meter reading, or maybe when your husband signed up to it and you didn't have any consultant, right? So it's more like one of the fault is, like, she's kind of like blaming Zoom Energy as well. I'm like, well, I think what happened here, it's more like your husband made a mistake for that. So it's been 15 months ago that they signed up for Zoom Energy. And so what happened, it went to a different site ID. So she found out, so she got 8,000 right now. So I was like, oh my God, I'm really sorry. And she kind of blamed Zoom Energy. And after talking about her, so she kind of like calmed down. And so there's a lot of roadblocks with the Zoom Energy as well. And just be there for them, even if you're not customers with them, right? So yeah.
Is being very humble right now. She, I would say for the first 6 to 9 months, I don't know how many times, it was probably 100 times, she's texting me or calling, oh my God, Chris, I'm so frustrated. I don't know what to do. And so she has had a lot of roadblocks, but
A lot.
she has plowed through them.
But I kind of I studied it. I learned from it, and I'll do actually 3-week call with with the customer, and also with the Zoom Energy as well, just to make sure that your customer has the right information too, right? So yeah, it's been very rewarding, and it's also interesting.
The reason why I asked you that question is for the unnamed independent business owner that's new, or maybe even has been in ACN for years, but has not developed the problem-solving ability and the emotional intelligence and fortitude to go out there and solve problems. And they might sound something like, I entered a service in for Zoom Energy and something went wrong. Can someone fix it? They kind of sound like that, okay? And those types of people, let me share with you, the reason why you're having difficulty getting to where you want to go in this business, or in any business, frankly, is that instead of focusing on trying to find a solution and asking solution-oriented questions, if you're constantly asking problem-oriented questions, then you're never going to get your problem solved. And more importantly, you're never going to learn from that problem and become better. Here's what a problem-oriented question sounds like. Can you fix it for me? So I want you to notice when Chris piped in there, what Chris did not say is, guys, Gaea had so many roadblocks, but I stepped in and I fixed every one. No. Chris offered help, but more importantly, Gaea asked where to find solutions, how to find those solutions. And listen to what she said. She said she learned from it. Sounds simple, but man, if you can learn from your mistakes, you'll stop making them.
And
Let me
also,
share
reach out to our support. We got lots of training. We got lots of really amazing leaders like you guys. So yeah, it's definitely we have lots of support from Sharon, Tim, everybody that's our leader, our upline. So it's been
I could write essays on just sentences you're saying, because there's words, she said, reach out to support. Again, where's your first line of problem solving? Do you ask someone to give you answers, or do you go find them first, and then when you can't find them, then you ask for support? That's the difference between a future regional director and somebody that's going to stay where they're at.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to point out, Gaea, I know I'm going word by word. You said, I'm sorry. Do you pick that up? Do you hear that? See, when Gaea had that customer that paid $8,000 in direct energy that wasn't even her customer, do you pick that up? She said, I'm sorry. I can't tell you, as somebody who's been in this industry, and we do Monday night personal development, there are people that have been in this industry for years and have been doing personal development that do not have the personal development level to say that I'm sorry. And this takes a lack of ego, and you got to get your ego out of the way to say, you know what? I'm Zoom Energy. It's my brand. It's my company. This person may not even be my customer, but I represent this business. So customer, I'm sorry. Gaea, I got to say that takes a lack of ego, that takes personal development, that takes humility and selflessness. And I've seen there are people that are probably, twice your age, that have been in the industry twice as long, that still can't muster up those two words, I'm sorry. It's amazing. I think it's key to your success.
Yeah, it's so funny because we just it's such a good feeling when you help people. At the same time, she when I did help her, she actually told me oh, Gaea, I know you weren't my consultant, but right now with her electricity, it's still with direct energy, and she's probably going to cut off a few days. So I give her a lot of help, tips how to do it. And there's a lot of help from the from the city. I said, hey, there's Salvation Army. There's a lot of help that we can do something for that bill. And I'm here to support you. And she said, okay, Gaea, so I would like to get my electricity transferred to you tomorrow from direct energy, even though she's been with Zoom Energy the past 15 months. And with her bill, was so much going on with her bill, she wasn't even connected with Zoom Energy because it's different site ID. So she was actually paying different house. And it was really amazing that even I could only talk to her for almost an hour to get some help, what to do and stuff, but she still considers Zoom Energy to switch with me. So that was really nice of her. So I'll be in touch with her tomorrow.
We talk, and sometimes we talk a lot, albeit about finding the right customers and how to find and attract the right customers. We talk about it on every single Saturday system training, how to attract the right customers, what to say. Can I share a secret with you? Customers are looking for the right consultants. So Gaea flipped the script, and she became, instead of going out there and saying I can't find anyone that's a good customer, why don't you become a consultant that people would want to have? If you wrote a list of all the characteristics of the ideal consultant, the ideal customer gatherer, do you know how powerful it would be if you made a determination to become what's on that list? And I feel that's what Gaea is doing, and why she's succeeding. You know, another thing, Gaea, is you're a problem solver. And, you know, what comes with it is ups and downs. There's good times and bad times. People can, oh, and before we go on, what's on the screen here, you guys, and what I'm sharing is the service guide. And these tips that Gaea, before I continue, you might be frantically writing down the tips that Gaea is giving all of you. I want to remind you, all of these tips, including many of the tips, Gaea, that you constantly give us, we put in the service guide. And we put them in under certification and compliance, enrolling after enrollment, tips for points in, that may not be showing, or whether the customer's approved. It's all in there, and we continue to add to it. So you don't have to wonder, oh my God, do I got to learn everything Gaea's learned? Let me tell you this, we've taken everything every one of our leaders have learned, not just about gathering Zoom Energy customers, but about gathering Flash Internet customers, and now ID Seal customers. We put all of that, there's ID Seal, we put all of that into the service guide. So I'm going to post the service guide. I encourage you guys to use it. If you want to become what Gaea has become and a top customer gather, then you want to learn what's in the service guide. So Gaea, I got another question for you, and we're going to get close to wrapping up here. I want to check the chat though. Is everybody learning something from Gaea right now? Is everybody getting some great information from Gaea? Amazing, right? Okay, here's another one. I think this one's really important. We all feel, and by the way, no one is not susceptible to this. Even one of our, you know, Greg Provenzano, the founder and CEO and president of our company, is susceptible to what I'm about to say. Are you ready for this? Discouragement, negative thoughts, feeling down, sadness, frustration, jealousy. I could list more negative emotions, and we all feel them. And there is no invincibility, cure, blanket, cloak, or armor. They will come into your mind because circumstances will come across your path through life that cause these emotions. But what the difference between a regional director like Gaea and somebody who's stuck where they're at is, Gaea, how do you handle those emotions? How do you overcome them? It's not that you don't have them, it's that what do you do when they come? Can you share with everybody?
For the emotions, I just want to just think positive most of the time. And if I'm feeling down, I kind of just you know, I don't know. Oh, I can't even think right now.
That's okay.
But yeah, I'm just staying positive, and I feel like if there's some that kind of stuff like jealousy, competition, I don't consider that as you know, like if there's some competition out there and they're trying to bash me, and I just kind of like ignore them and just keep going what I'm doing. So,
you know, I think focus is what you're describing, and the key to focus is, you know, the second that thought comes, the mistake that many people make is they focus on the thought. They focus on that idea, that emotion, and it creates this small rainstorm that turns into a hurricane. What you focus on expands. And it's a concept we talk about in so many of the books we've read on Monday nights, whether it's, you know, especially Bob Proctor's You Were Born Rich. That was a fantastic book that discusses this idea of attracting more of what you're feeling. And what you've done and what you continue to do, Gaea, is shift your focus onto something positive. And the best way to do that is gratitude. Gratitude.
yes, gratitude.
What can you be
yes.
grateful for, right? Let's talk about gratitude, Gaea. What are you grateful for? What shifts your focus? What shifts your perspective? What fills your heart? What makes you joyful? What brings a tear to your eye?
Well, of course, my son, my family. Yeah, that's one of the reason why I'm joyful and I'm being positive, because I'm just doing this for my family, especially for my futures of my son. And this is what I'm trying to like work harder to be able to you know, one day I become successful and make more money with ACN.
I think that one day has come. You're doing great. I think everybody on this call is amazed by you, and they're learning a lot from you, including myself. Again, you've done something, Gaea, and I want you to think on this that no one else on our team, or I believe in North America, has done. You've accomplished something fantastic.
Thank
Your
you so
son would
much.
be very proud of you.
Yes, I think so too. I think he is already. And also he's becoming a ACN, he's part of ACN.
Well, the way he was rocking that trophy, I'm afraid you're going to have to pry it out of his hands. I don't know whose trophy that is, but at this point, from those pictures, it looks like it's his trophy.
Yeah. He'll be going everywhere. ACN, I'm Zeus speaking. So definitely, I think he'll be coming very successful with ACN for sure.
Well, I think you're going to continue to be successful. I want to talk about your future, Gaea, and your future with the company and your future goals more specifically. You hit regional director. It was a goal. You did it. You impressed everybody, and you're a leader, and everybody can learn from what you've done. What's your next goal? What's the next mountain you want to climb? What's the next hill that you want to take down?
Well, I want to hit the 3,000 points to become the regional vice president. So I think I got 3 years to go for that. Hopefully 3 or 5 years, but I'm gonna keep going. Work harder every day. So that's the goal.
There's not a single person on this webinar right now that doubts that you can accomplish that, Gaea.
Yeah.
And let's let her know in the chat. Listen, let's send her some good vibes and let her know that Gaea, you are 100%. That's within your wheelhouse. You know exactly how to do that. Not only will you get to regional vice president, but you will get further faster than you thought you would. It's going to come quicker than you thought. And I believe right now that all the good seed that you've sown, the people you've helped, the hearts that you've healed, and the problems that you've solved that weren't even problems you needed to take on, I think you're going to get a massive harvest of growth and leaders in your business. There's going to be people that join your business that are even better leaders than you, that are better customer gatherers because you really deserve it. So I'm excited for you. I know you can hit that goal. And, again, thank you so much for everything that you've done with your business, because it's inspired so many people.
Well, thanks for inspiring me, you guys. You guys been so inspiring, the whole family and everyone at ACN members there that's on right now. So thank you so much for everything.
I just want to add one more thing, Gaea. What was absolutely incredible. So she's made it very clear of why she's doing ACN. It's for her family. It's for her son. She's showing us what it is to be an absolute amazing consultant. But you know what really brought a tear to my eye when Chris was talking about how she goes out and she makes a difference in other people's family. But what she's doing is showing her son how to be a business owner. Like when he was opening that trophy, you know how Gaea, she wasn't comfortable to show her face, and she's so beautiful. So by RVP, Gaea, we're going to see your face.
Yes, you will. I'll promise.
I think, can you take a video of your son opening the trophy? And she said, yes, of course. But did you hear what he said as he was opening it? Thank you, ACN, for my gifts. So his mom is putting in, when she's going out and making those bonuses, when she's going out and helping those customers, she's teaching her son the gifts that he has. And then he said, I love you and I miss you. But I thought that was so precious. She's making the main thing, going out and helping her family. But not only doing that, in this time when so many businesses are hurting, she went out and helped their family so that those business owners could go home and lay their head and have peace at night. So Gaea, you are just affecting not only your family, not only putting amazing things into your son, and he's going to grow up just like you, but you are touching a community. You're making a difference in a community. You're making a difference in individual people. And if we go out and we do that, we make this world a better place. So thank you, Gaea.
Good job, lady.
Oh, thank you all.
Yeah, I want to give you the last word here. Do you have anything else to add? Any other tips or anything else that you want to share with everybody on the call before we wrap up?
Yes, by the way, I'm not sure about the if everyone knows about the side ID, because I have quite a few actually encountered, especially tonight. This lady has almost about 8,000 bill right now from Direct Energy. Please make sure that they put in the right side ID, and you guys, I'm actually gonna send the website that you guys be able to check the side ID for the house, because there's actually 3 or 4 side ID in there. So the other 2 side IDs are not. So you'll see the meters, which is one for gas and one for electricity. Because what happened from, for example, this customer tonight, she didn't know that she got 3 or 4 side ID. And Zoom Energy did not go back to her that, hey, this is not the right side ID. So she's been paying electricity. It's not even hers. So that's why she's gonna get cut off in a few days. And I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm praying actually that she's gonna go through to it. She's not gonna get cut off. But for that itself, like it's such a big, it's such a big deal for, to be able to get the side ID. And also one time I encountered also one of my customers, she put up different address, and she actually switched someone else's house as well. So that was very so what I did, I have to call that person, the homeowner, just to make sure there's no interruption, right? You just have to be honest out there. So yeah, extra careful, because it happened to me. And you don't want to have electricity, someone else electricity bill, right? And all of a sudden, like you get $8,000 bill, electricity bill. Wow, that's actually very that's really scary right now.
Yeah, that's a huge tip. I mean, and for anybody that's new in gathering customers, these are the kinds, again, things that you're going to find when you attend training like you did tonight. Focus on those site IDs, because that's going to reduce confusion. You're going to have the right location, and you're going to be making you're going to make sure there's no confusion and no problem. So a fantastic tip. Can everybody on this call, I think everybody has the ability they have the ability to, if you're willing to either on the chat or with video, can you thank Gaea or send her some love for her awesome promotion? Congratulations, Gaea.
So good. Thank you, Gaea.
Thank
There you go,
you.
Gaea.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
Terrific, terrific.
Well done, RVP. Very good.
Congratulations, Gaea.
Absolutely awesome.
Way to be.
Absolutely awesome.
Thanks, everyone.
Way to go, Gaea. We're so proud of you. Guys, I'm going to be posting this to Facebook, and I'll let everybody know you're going to have a copy of this to send to people, and WhatsApp, both.
And also feel free to call me anytime. I'm here 24/7. If you guys have any questions or need some help, if you're not available, please, I'm here to help your customer. I'll sure it's
Your heart's too big, Gaea. Your heart is way too big.
Thank you.
Jeez, holy moly, that's awesome. Okay, love you guys. I hope you got
Yeah,
something.
love you. I'm driving illegally.
Love you all. Bye.